Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel for everything Arsenal and everything football. Thanks for being here. I hope you're all doing well. And welcome to the second leg opposition preview for the round of 32 Europa League stage. Back with me again is Louise. How are you, man?
I'm good, man. Thank you for allowing me back on.
Awesome, man. So people usually say a lot can change in a few minutes, a lot can change in a few seconds, a lot can change in a few hours, a lot can change for you. Like in a week, your life can literally change and turn around. But for Arsenal and Benfica, unfortunately, last week we spoke with Luis on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, so that's almost a week ago. So you'd expect a few things to change for Arsenal and Benfica, but unfortunately, nothing has changed for any team. In fact, if anything, things have gotten worse since last week. We played City and we lost easily 1-0, yes, but we did not have a chance in that game. And Benfica obviously drew 0-0 with Ferenc. So we will be taking a look at Arsenal and Benfica, talk a bit about last week's game in Rome. We'll be playing this game in Athens, so it will be very interesting after going out to Olympiacos last season. So just some stats from the weekend's games. Manchester City became the first team to beat Arsenal 8 games in a row in the Premier League since 1972. When I say it's getting worse for us, it's really getting worse for us. We've also not scored against City in 4 consecutive home games. That is the first time ever as well for us not scoring against a single opponent 4 times in a row at home. So it got worse for us. For Benfica, for Luis's team,
Don't say it.
that was the first time Ferenc picked up a point against Benfica since 2001. 2001. Yeah. That was also the first time Ferenc kept a clean sheet in 12 months. 12 months. It's gotten worse for both teams, Luis, man. What happened? What happened again over the weekend?
It's just nightmares after nightmares. Obviously, you went through the facts.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like every week I want to say something different. You know, it's whether we're defending, it's whether our midfield is not providing the assists. It's the attackers that can't hit the target. You had Pizzi with the shot off the post. I don't know what's going on. It just doesn't seem like we want to score. It's almost like the team it's almost like winning is second plan. The first plan is to draw. You know?
Yeah.
It's like I don't know, man. We started with a decent squad as well. Like for instance, like you said, they haven't kept a clean. This is the first time they keep a clean sheet in this league. The last time they were in the second league. So it's. There had to Benfica is a club of firsts for other teams, you know. If you want a point, come to Benfica, man. It's fine. We'll give you a point. We're like hospital now. You give you some points, you know. Like it's weird. We went from being this team that everyone feared, at least in Portugal, to being a team that everybody would be like, okay, well against Benfica we can take our chances because you know there's a way of getting at least a draw.
Yeah,
and they did. And to be honest, they were the only ones that put the ball in the back of the net. Luckily, the guy was offside. Like,
not just in Portugal, by the way. Not just in Portugal. Like Benfica, like since you got to the 2013 Europa League final with Chelsea and the one you got to Sevilla, like I've always known Benfica as a big team. Like always playing very well. Very unlucky to lose against Chelsea in the final with that Ivanovic goal. So I've always seen Benfica as a big team. All those players we mentioned last week, we're not going to go through them again. So that was a game we expected to win, surely, right?
Oh, definitely. I remember being the 58th minute. It was 0-0, and I was like, you know, when you're watching the game and you're like, what is going on? But you have a feeling that we're still going to score. Like, I mean, there's going to be a crappy little corner or something. We're still going to win this game. This ain't good for us. This ain't good, but we're still going to win it. And when the final whistle went, it sort of came to the senses. I was like, we actually drew that game. It was a bit surprising to say the least.
0-0 as well. So that was the most surprising thing. But yeah, as you told me last week, you guys have been drawing a lot of games. So for us as well, it wasn't the best. Yes, we didn't get hammered by City. That is a team that has won 18 games in a row. So no one really expected us to beat them. But in the final 20 minutes, you're 1-0 down. Try and get something from the game. Try and get a point. Try and have a shot. We did not have a shot on target, literally in the second half. We just defended and we were happy with 1-0, unfortunately. So we ended up losing again. That's the 11th defeat of the season. We've now dropped to 11th since the last time we've talked. We are now not even in the top 10. We are now 11th, and by the time we play next, we could be 13th. So
you got
that's how
Leicester as well,
important this
right?
game is. We've got Leicester as well. This is the second best team in the league after
Oh
City.
my
So
God.
it's gonna be very, very tough. The only thing I hold on to is that we have easier fixtures after Leicester, like the likes of Newcastle, Burnley. So I'm hoping we get a run of games. But yeah, it's now Arsenal, Benfica round of 32. Basically, every other team last week literally clinched their positions in the round of 16. Manchester United, I think Young Boys, I think Tottenham, which other team won by 4 goals. Basically, like 10 teams clinched their positions already. Apart from the Leicester game and apart from this game, this is still very, very open. So what do you expect this time round? What do you want to see different from the first leg in terms of tactics?
I'll be honest with you. At this moment in time, I expect exactly the same. I mean, Benfica with no magic, with no spirit, with nothing really. We wear the jerseys, but we're not there. You know, it's like when you're in school or at work, but you're thinking about something else. It's exactly what I feel Benfica is right now. We go into the game with our heads already like low. We're not really focusing on what we have to do. I mean, I hope I'm completely wrong, and I'd like to see the same lineup. I mean, the same formation. A few changes. I'd love to see Ramos up front. The youngster, he's got 6 games. 6 games, 6 goals. He's the second top goal scorer in the second league, and he's played like 6 games. And like, if I'm not mistaken, he's played like 40 minutes because he comes on as a sub. It's mad. It's a no-brainer. It's one of those things. It's a no-brainer. Like Darwin is not scoring, Seth is not scoring, no one's scoring. Okay, well this guy's scoring, so put him in. It's such a no-brainer. The rest, I mean, only time can tell. I think you guys can be really dangerous. I mean, we saw in the first leg, within the first 30 minutes, you could be 3-0 up. If that happens in the second leg, that's it, done. I'd say rage quit. Do an Xbox thing, press the middle button, leave. Just go, you know what, we're good. And Greece doesn't give you good memories either, so I wouldn't be surprised.
So before you get into the lineup, the game, the most annoying thing about that game was the offside trap you guys were playing. I don't know if it's an offside trap, it's just a highlight. I don't know what it is. But we were caught offside, I think, 5 times in the first 20 minutes, and it was very, very annoying every single time. So that's why I want Aubameyang to play. As you've seen over on Twitter and on my YouTube, you've seen people want Aubameyang to be dropped. I still can't believe it because he missed those chances. But for me, wouldn't I still feel that pace of Bellerin on Aubameyang? We really need it in this game. So will you still play a back 5 for this game?
I see us doing the same exact thing. I mean, when I say I think we will. I'm not sure. He might come up with a complete different formation. He does that from time to time. But I honestly see us playing exactly the same way, the same formation, and the same players. I don't want to have the same players, but I see it happening because he rested Grimaldo, he rested Diogo Savas, he rested Pizzi, he rested a few, he rested Weigl. So some of those players that he rested slot in, and obviously Verissimo didn't play, the new centre back. So those players slot in perfectly in the formation that we played in the first leg.
So you basically didn't have the whole first team basically against Ferenc.
You could say that in a certain way, but you still have a good 5 or 6 players that still Darwin still first team. You know, you got Otamendi, the other centre back. You got Elton, which is a great keeper. We still had a great team. It's not like we had a sub bench team. No. We still had like 3 or 4 players that didn't play, but they still came on. Grimaldo still came on. Pizzi still came on because we were drawing, so they had to come in and try and fix it. Pizzi nearly did, but he didn't. So
let's take a look at the stats from last week. In terms of shots, we actually had 7 shots and he had 6, but you actually had more shots on target. That was very surprising to me. Like you had 4 shots on target, we had 2. 41% possession for you guys, 59% for us. We had 461 passes, we had 658, 80% accuracy for you, 87 for us. No yellow cards, no red cards. The thing with the referee last week, he was fair. I remember the referee was fair because there were so many fouls, as you can see, 10 fouls each from both teams. Corners, we had 4, you had 3. Offsides, we had none, we had 10. That is the most annoying part of the game. Like the offsides, very, very terrible every single time. And there's a couple there that I thought were onside, and if you let it go and I would have checked it if you scored. But yeah, you're very quick to the whistle. But yeah, that was very, very disappointing. But that shows us that you're playing such a high line. Any stat there that catches your eye?
Not that catches my eye. Obviously, offsides, I wasn't like, I didn't think it was 10. I thought it might be like 6 or 7. So yeah, 10 is a lot. And then you've got the pass accuracy, because I looked at that 80%, and my first impression was, that's not that bad. And that's bad, because to look at that and think that's not that bad, well, it is. But we're so used to not doing great that when I look at that and go, 80%, yeah, no, I can deal with that. And it's like, no, I can't. I should be seeing at least 90 at the very minimum. 87 is all right, I guess, just scraping it. But 80%, like, I don't know. Yeah.
Crazy. So those are the stats from last week. So which lineup will you go for this time round? Which starting lineup would you go for this time round for you guys?
So yeah, I'll keep Elton in goal, the Brazilian guy. He's tall. I'm not entirely sure what happened to Odi, our main goalkeeper. He had a weird mistake against Sporting Lisbon. I'm guessing he's paying for that one. Elton obviously back. Stays in goal. Lucas Verissimo back with that guy on the picture, Vertonghen, Otamendi, and then I would play Grimaldo and Diogo Gonçalves as right wing back, left and right wing back. Weigl and Tarabt in the middle, and then up front I would put the likes. I would put speed. I'll go for speed. I'd go Rafa, Gonçalo Ramos, and then on the left I'll either go for even Everton or even Servi. He came on against Farense, didn't really do much, but I do believe he can come on and make a difference. And the thing about that as well is that by not playing Seferovic, by not playing Darwin Núñez, by not playing these players, what you can do is, if by any chance you 1-0 down, or even winning 1-0, and it's like the 75th minute, and you need a goal or you need to hold the game, you can put a strong box player and just feed balls into the box and wait for him to hold the ball. I mean, it's very easy to say when you're like on this side of the screen, but I don't know. I just think some things that are no-brainers, and Ramos needs to play. Gonçalo Ramos, the youngster, he needs to play. He's the only one scoring goals, so give him a shout. If he doesn't score, then cool. We'll take the blame.
Yeah. Was there a time last week you felt like you would score apart from the penalty?
Sorry, say that again.
Was there a time last week you felt like you would get a goal apart from the penalty?
Only for like after the penalty, I thought like we were building some momentum, and I think I think you guys did amazingly well to score like straight away, because I think if we talk like 10 minutes or 15 minutes, those 10-15 minutes could have been dangerous, because we were building from it. I mean, we had the chance with Grimaldo in the 44th minute. I think that the penalty, that was it realistically. We had a couple of other shots, but that was that. That was not much to add to that. Yeah,
I'm asking that question because this time round you have to score a goal. Because if it ends 0-0, we are through. So what would you do? Would you try and go for the goal right from the first 10 minutes, or would you try and keep it 0-0 and go for the goal late?
I would wait for the lineup, but I would probably just go for it, because I'd rather. The thing is, if I don't go for it in the first 15 minutes and you still score, when do I go for it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll expect Arsenal to try and feel us out first a little bit, because you're obviously winning at the end of the day. So I'll expect the first 10 minutes for Arsenal to think, all right, are they going to play the same formation? Are they going to play the same way? And if you score in those first 10 minutes, 15 minutes, even the first half an hour, if you make it 1-0 and you go into half-time 1-0 up, that can be a massive boost for us. And it might bring up some, because obviously losing to City 1-0, and the way you guys are dealing with stuff in the Premier League, some players may feel it a little bit, go, oh my God, we can't lose this, and feel the pressure. And if you come in the second half feeling that pressure, and somehow, this is like being very optimistic, but somehow we get that 2-0 past you, that's it. If we go 2-0 up, which I don't think we ever will, but I'm saying if we will, I don't think you'd be able to recover, because it would just, I don't know, you just not so much because of Benfica, but because of the whole atmosphere around the club right now. People will shake up a little bit, and I think they'll probably go.
Yeah, hopefully not. That would be that would be a disaster. That would be we'll have trouble. I'll have trouble trying to back him up again. We'll be out of the Europa League season. Will be basically over. Even though I think we still have a chance in the league, we won't have any content to create on Friday as YouTube. As no Europa League draws, no nothing. So it will be terrible. So what would be a prediction for this game? And do you think you'll get the first goal?
I'm saying it's a 1-0 Benfica, man. I think it's gonna be like, forgetting what I just said, to be honest, being realistic. I think our best hope is, and I hate saying this, like I said this before, but it's gonna be a dull game, a very Arsenal try not to concede because you're winning. Us trying not to concede because if we concede, we'll pretty much make it a lot harder. And it's gonna be a 1-0 either way. Obviously, I'm gonna choose Benfica. Have to back the boys. But I think I hope not. I hope it's like a 3-2, 4-3 and an insanely good match. But I don't see that happening. I mean, we can't score. You can see that. So for us, our best hope is to defend with everything and then try and get a penalty. David Lewis, I'm talking to you, man. Please.
Yeah. The game is in Athens. The game is in Athens. So basically, it's not a home game. Basically, what it is just two games being played at any venue, and any team can win any game. So I don't see any advantage for us at all. Anything can happen in Athens. We both don't play in that stadium regularly. So for me, I think we'll win. I think this time around we'll take our chances, because last week it's not like we didn't create chances. I was very surprised that you had more shots on target. That's because Aubameyang shot all of his shots off target, maybe. But I think
it was a little bit
and then we'll probably get another one, and then while you guys are chasing the second goal, we can get the third, hopefully, and beat you guys 3-1, hopefully. But I think we'll score fast. But as you said, 1-0, you think you'll score fast. So any chance of extra time? Any chance for another 1-1?
Definitely. Because I can see I can see that happening so easily. I honestly, if I had to put money on it, I would put money on extra time. I don't know. I just see it happening. No offense towards Arsenal at all, but like two dull teams that can't score, they can't perform right now. If we could score in a lucky 1-0. Huh?
More pain for 30 more
minutes.
More
pain, yeah.
More pain.
Penalties, so, you know what? Bring up the penalties, man. Let's go.
Oh, I am not ready for that. So let me just quickly ask you about the other fixtures. Let me go to it. Was 18th February. So there was Dynamo Kiev playing at home to Club Brugge. It ended in a 1-1 draw. Which team do you think will go through that?
I think Bruges playing at home now as well will probably nick that. I see him having a little bit more structure to win that game.
Yeah, Man United surprisingly beat Real Sociedad 4-0 away from home. Do you think it's more of the same in the second leg?
I am not surprised with that, to be honest. Maybe the 4-0 is surprising. I wasn't surprised with, I would have probably said 3-0, so I wasn't far off.
So do you think they'll beat them by the same scoreline again? Or do you think Real Sociedad can get a win this time?
They won't bother too much. They'll go home and just, because obviously they're second place in the league as well, and they want to carry on. Second or third? Sorry, third, I think now. They're up there, basically.
Same points, with Leicester.
Yeah, there you go. So I don't think they will play like full throttle. I think they will probably score a goal, and if you can score early, then they'll just like manage the game.
Yeah, so you think they'll win again?
Oh, yeah, for sure, yeah.
Okay, Tottenham also leading 4-1 away from home from the first leg. Now going to play Tottenham at their place. Do you think Tottenham will win again?
I think they'll win, but I wouldn't be surprised if they bottle it, because they. I don't know what. There's something about that game that I'm like, it's 4-1? Easy. Yeah, it's easy. You should really go there and just finish in the first half, realistically, right?
Yeah.
But if Wolfsburg get the early goal, right, and make it 4-2, and for some reason, I don't know. I do. If I had to put money on it, I'll put money on Tottenham to win. But I won't be surprised if they bottle it and go to extra time or something.
You had Wolfsburg to beat Tottenham 4-1 as well. That would be amazing.
Oh, yeah.
That would be amazing. Okay, I'll keep an eye on that. And I think Tottenham will beat them again 4-1. Again, it will be something like an 8-2 on aggregate. Olympiacos leading PSV by 4-2, going to PSV now. Do you expect PSV to turn that around?
I can't believe Olympiacos. I've got to be honest. I don't believe Olympiacos are like I don't know. I don't want to be rude, but I never see them as like I see them as a good club, but not like a giant club that he's gonna smash. If he can play PSV, we'll probably lose both games.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, yeah.
I honestly, I think I don't know. I honestly do believe PSV can put in a good performance at home.
Yeah.
And maybe it's a very interesting tie, but we'll see. If I had to pick someone, I'd pick PSV. I don't know why, but I'll probably pick them to turn it around.
Okay, so the other game is Slavia Prague against Leicester, ended in a 0-0 draw. They're now traveling to England to face Leicester.
Yeah, Leicester's got that in the bag. Yeah,
Leicester's got that. Yeah,
I believe so. Yeah.
Big game. Young Boys won against Leverkusen 4-3. This is a Swiss team against a German team, so they're going to Germany now. Do you expect Leverkusen to turn it around?
Definitely. Yeah. Well, yeah, I do. Yeah, first stop. Yeah.
Yeah, a team that you'd understand next. Braga lost at home to Roma 2-0. They had a red card. They're now going to Roma. Do you think it's over for them?
Due to the fact they're on the same boat as us, they have great players, new manager. I do think they won't be able to turn it around because they played midweek as well. They actually won like 4-2, I believe it was.
Yeah.
I can see us scoring a goal first, putting pressure on Roma, but I don't see them holding on to like a 2-0 or 3-0 victory. They will concede as well.
They concede as well. Okay. Red Star drew with AC Milan 2-2. Red Star had a red card, but they're now going to Milan. Milan to win it. Milan lost to Inter Milan 3-0 in the Milan derby over the weekend. You expect them to turn it to? They only need a 0-0 draw to go through.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. As much as I want to say they will win it and go through.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that that was 2 penalties and an own goal, and AC Milan are tired. They're tired. You can see. So I don't know if that team, Crvena Zvezda, is that how you say it?
Yeah. They call it Red Star. Red Star in English.
Red Star. All right. Oh, Red Star. Yeah, I'm gonna Red Star because they called Red Star. I'm gonna give them the win. Let's go Red Star. Come on.
Yeah, Red Star win. Krasnodar lost to Dinamo Zagreb 3-2. At home, they're now going to Dinamo Zagreb. I don't know much about both teams, although we've played both teams in the last 5 years. Which one do you think will win?
I'll definitely give it to Dinamo Zagreb. I do. I have I wouldn't say a small connection, but I have a little bit of a tingle for Zagreb, so I've got to back the boys. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just realizing how many teams are in the Europa League. That's so many games. Lille 1, Ajax 2. They lost at home to Ajax 2-1. Do you think
Lille will turn that around? Lille will turn that around. Let's go. Come on. Renato Sanches, come on, man.
In Netherlands? Okay.
Yeah. They'll turn that around, man. Easy. You know?
Another game full of goals was Molde against Hoffenheim. That is Norway against Germany 3-3. They're now going to Germany to face Hoffenheim. Hoffenheim to win?
Hoffenheim, yeah. German side at home. It's hard.
Yeah, and then we have a Ukrainian team against an Israeli team. Maccabi Tel Aviv against Shakhtar. Shakhtar won the first leg 2-0 away from home.
Yeah, more of the same on that one, I believe.
More of the same. Okay, and then another big game, Rangers beating Royal Antwerp 4-3 away from home. Gerrard has been doing very well for Rangers in Scotland, so do you think he's going to win the second leg as well?
Yeah. I mean, they had like 2 penalties, but yeah. I mean, Royal Antwerp, the team that has been coming up, they have an amazing right back called Buta, ex-Benfica player, not good enough for Benfica, but good enough for these guys. Anyway, that's a different story.
Yeah, another one is you literally have players everywhere. I'm very sure I was watching a game yesterday and I heard there was a Benfica player on loan. Which teams? It was a Champions League team. Which team was playing yesterday?
Yesterday? I can check quickly, man.
I think it was Chelsea against Atletico. And is it Lazio? Do you have any player at Lazio? Because it was one of the Champions League teams. I was watching it.
Lazio.
I think one of the teams. Yeah.
I don't.
Either Lazio or Atletico Madrid somewhere had. I forget about Felix.
Atletico Madrid. We have Felix.
I had as a player who's on loan in one of those teams, and I was like, "What?" I'll just check it for you, and then I'll let you know.
Bayern Munich.
You have a player at Bayern Munich.
Yeah, Thiago Dantas from B team.
That is like a youngster. I had a player being mentioned on loan from Benfica. I was like, I had him yesterday. I was like, these guys have players from everywhere, man. This is, and you just mentioned that you have a player at Royal Antwerp. Okay.
Yeah.
Granada beat Napoli 2-0 in
That was
in the first leg.
man.
Yeah.
That
Do you
was a
think
big surprise to
Napoli
me.
will turn it around?
I hope so. Yeah. Napoli, all my Napoli friends out there, man.
Yeah.
Ciao bella.
and then the last one is Salzburg losing 2-0 to Villarreal. Which one do you expect to go through that?
Interesting game, that one. Very interesting. I believe Villarreal will do the job at home. But yeah.
Very interesting predictions. By the way, I did not plan that.
They're all wrong.
Like,
don't bet on these, yeah? They're all wrong.
Yeah. We'll confirm them at the end. So thank you as always for coming. Let's hope, obviously, at the end of tomorrow, not both of us will be happy. One of us will be crying.
I'll be crying, bro. I don't cry, but I'll be sad. I'll be sad.
Yeah, if both of us go through it, if it was possible, it would have been nice. So Arsenal Benfica tomorrow. Luis, again, where can they follow you on Twitter and YouTube?
Yeah, follow me on that's Luis 21. I believe it's down below. And obviously on YouTube, me and the boys at Benfica after 90. We're gonna be live on Thursday. I'm not sure exactly what time because we're still waiting on some people to confirm. We have some great stuff coming up. Like I said to Glenn, we got some a mini series starting soon. We're gonna speak a little bit about the UK as well. Actually, you should tune in. So I know you're Arsenal fans, but I don't want it to disappear, man. We'll support each other. We'll stay tuned.
We won't disappear. I'll be checking all the live scores, and every time you guys will be conceding, I'll just be there with memes and stuff asking you, has it not changed? Has it not changed? If any of us go through, one of us goes through, and you get drawn against United, I'll be supporting Benfica. I'll be supporting Benfica.
Yeah.
If you get drawn against Tottenham, I'll be supporting against Benfica. So yeah, Arsenal against Benfica Thursday. Big game for both teams. 1-1 draws. You can see from the other games there are a lot of goals apart from this one and Leicester's game. Most of the games are literally over already. So Arsenal versus Benfica, which team will win? He's going for a 1-0 win for Benfica. I'm going for a 3-1 win for Arsenal. No home advantage at all. Just hoping we take our chances this time. Thank you for watching. Keep staying safe, and I'll catch up with you guys later.